Welcome back to this session of the Studio One tutorials. Last time we talked about compression and how effective it can be in the story of Ghost Goats. Today we're going to be talking about drums. Now, not any drums, not just any drums, not the drums that you're aware of, the drums that I'm doing. And here they are. Whoa, almost got a sneaky bit of vocals in there. That's for later. What a beat. Yeah. Nice. Okay, we can all agree that that's fantastic. But just the layer on top that you need. Vocals. Now, I pre-recorded these earlier. They're really nice and baked. I did them at very high quality, so they're recorded in the best quality one can imagine. Let's take a listen. Pre-mix. Obviously, we're gonna sort all this out. Don't you worry. Okay, so that's sounding, it's sounding really good, but obviously a couple of problems. So firstly, it really needs to be situated in the mix. So using the tips we learned from last time, randomly just popped in some information here. Yeah, fine. Yes, too loud, careful. Yeah, oversample, obviously, because we need to oversample everything. 100% this button. Right, and let's have a listen. Great, fantastic. Now we're going to do something that we didn't do last time, and we're going to add something. We're going to add this. Why not? This is what the tutorial is about, I guess. Yeah! All right! Yeah! Okay, nice. Now it's sounding really punchy and fresh, punchy and especially fresh. And that's the key to all music, is be punchy and be fresh. The only issue I currently have with it is that there's only one of them, and there needs to be about 3 or 4. So I'm just gonna add in some backing vocals using Studio One's built-in transposition function, including some bass, which is always useful, some lower, unhappier bass, living towards the bottom. And let's hear how that sounds. Perfect. This is sounding so fresh. Honestly, this is one of the freshest tracks I've ever worked on, I think. So let's call this me to the power of 89. Now, let's go ahead and add what we need to add, which is going to be some EQ. Really just, yep. Perfect. Now, what we especially want to do is increase the loop size of this track. So we need to just put this here. But also, when it comes around the second time, you've already heard it, so let's make it double speed. And then the time after that, let's make it slightly slower. And let's get the beat going under that. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Now we want to make sure that we're sidechaining, because that's what all of the producers are doing these days. And we want to make sure that it's sidechaining a really nice way. Perfect. Now we've got the punch going, the punch that you know and you love. But here's a really interesting twist. We could sidechain the gate on this, because that's what we should do if you're a musician like me. And we're just going to send this to... Oh, we can't actually sidechain that if this is on. So we're just going to take that off, because that's at bad times. Let's just have all of these to sidechain them. Yeah? Perfect. Are you feeling me? I hope you're feeling me. Like and subscribe if you feel... Yeah! All right! Yeah! Bring me on the phone. Perfect. Now we just got the punch, the kick, the energy, the drive, the kick, the punch, the side chair, the kick, the punch. And you've got to remember that in that exact order. I use a mnemonic. Kick, punch, punch, kick. That's my new mnemonic. What you want to add now is everyone's favorite tool, which is some random tape saturation, which I'm sure is doing something useful. Oh, yeah. And for this bar only, for this bar, literally this bar only, this is going to be higher, and this bar only. You know, you've got to make it varied and nice and fresh and funky, which involves doing lots of things, including making this real fast, real tiny. Oh, no, we don't listen to everything. Perfect. Especially fresh and especially funky. Let's chop this up. Let's get this one reversed. Let's put this one over here. This one needs to be sort of like that. This one, I think, should be reversed as well. And especially the posts. Let's just have some low-level sine wave. Oh, apparently that takes everything off. Well, apparently we can't have low-level sine wave. Thanks, God. One last thing we've definitely got to do is to add some of this. Yeah, that's the shit I like. Pardon me. I think that marks a nice conclusion to this video in which we learnt lots of things. Bye!